Hello, everybody. This is Shonda Holt. I am the owner of Nourishing Everyday Holistic Nutrition. I am a holistic and functional nutrition practitioner, and I am generally working with people that have low energy, brain fog, extra weight, hormone imbalances, or chronic illnesses, that they're really looking to find the root cause and look at getting their bodies functioning at their best. I started this View of Hope interview series at the beginning of this year in 2017 because I noticed that the world sometimes feels dark, or we'll feel frustrated about things, and we're looking for hope. And I just know that there's so many practitioners and people out there that are doing amazing things to provide hope to the world. So today we're going to talk to Hillary LaMay. Welcome, Hillary.
Hi, thanks for having me.
Yay. Hillary, tell us, what is your passion or vision that you're bringing to the world?
I am an essential oil educator and leader, and I love helping empower other moms and other wives and other women out there, men, children, teenagers, that they can control their own health, their own emotions using essential oils and natural things, that they have choices. They don't have to just listen to what their doctor says and not think about their own inner voice and how they feel their care should be managed. It gives them choices and it gives them a toolkit. And so my role is making sure that they have the tools, but once they have the tools, they know exactly what to do with them. And so I try to create that community and the culture as a team in a virtual space where we can help those people feel empowered, that they have the tools and they know exactly what to do with them so that they can advocate for their own selves.
I love that. I come from Western medicine. I was a nurse for 25 years. And one of the things that I'm really passionate about is teaching people how to be their own advocate. Yeah. And so I love that we have so many people that are educating people to show them that they have options. They have options. So tell us, where did you learn all of this? Now, it's not just about this particular thing, but you come with a history and you come with skills and you come with mentors. So share that.
Sure. So I got started with essential oils in 2014. I was suffering from I had actually 3 miscarriages prior to coming to essential oils, and I wanted to start using essential oils, but I didn't know what to do, and I had no one to lead or guide or teach me. And so I was a little bit afraid to start using them because I didn't know that they could be safe when used properly and when you use the right kind. And so I was afraid to start using them. But when I had suffered my 3rd miscarriage, I was at the lowest of the low, and I said, I need something more. I need emotional support. I need physical support from this place, from feeling physically and emotionally just worn down. And so my sister-in-law had been using essential oils, but she wasn't. She just sort of was searching for more as well. And so it kind of became something where she shared oils with me, and I saw the power that they had, and I saw how I felt, and it just provided me so much emotional support, and it was encouraging to me, and it gave me hope. And once I started feeling better and realizing that I could use these tools in my home, in my hands, I needed more. And it was a really healthy diversion for me because I needed something to distract my mind, to distract my body, to distract my emotions. And I'm like a sponge. Once I'm excited about something, I need to know everything. I want to learn. I want every oil. I want every resource book. I just did all the research. I was learning and reading and absorbing information and talking to people and trying them out in different ways. And when I realized that they could help me emotionally and physically, I thought, wow, what else can they do? And then I realized there is an oil for that. And whatever you need in your life, emotionally, physically, you can turn to natural options. And so I started systematically just ridding my home of these toxic products, looking at labels. And we joke because I call our little tribe label reading gangsters, because you have to get really serious about looking at labels and seeing what's in your products. And when you start peeling back the layers, you realize, wow, I have the ability to make these small sustainable changes in my life that can make a huge impact. And when you show someone the power that you felt, that gives hope right there to so many people.
Yeah. And I think some people don't realize, and so hopefully this will bring a lot of awareness to how many toxins we're bombarded with and how they affect our health. And so this gives people another option, which is fantastic. Tell us why you chose to make a business out of this.
It was accidental. It's truly grown organically. I have a background in public relations and communication, and I'm an extreme extrovert. It fills my soul. It fills my energy tank to be around other people. I'm like Tinkerbell, like when I'm around people that I feel their energy and it just fills me up, and I'm like floating on a cloud. I love being around people, and I work from home. So it's ironic that I'm by myself most of the time, but it fills my soul to be nurturing people virtually and all that. And so I just started connecting with people, and everyone in my life, I'm like, oh my gosh, have you tried essential oils? You've got to try this. Like, my seasonal threats have gone. I feel amazing. I'm getting better sleep. My emotions are under control. I would love to try it. I would love to share this with you. You got to try it. And then people were curious, and they were like, sure, let's try it. What's this all about? And then by helping heal others, it helped me heal my own self. And I'm always going to be on that journey. We are all a work in progress, but every step and every drop of oil that I share with someone else and everyone that I help, it makes me feel better. It makes me know that there's even more hope to share out there, because I've provided that for me just by helping others, that it just organically becomes this mechanism where I just want to share with everybody, like strangers at the grocery store and people walking down the street. I just want everyone to have these options, because I've seen what they've done for me in my life, and I want everyone to have them. So it just organically grew. And next thing you know, you're sharing oils with people all over the world virtually, and it feels amazing.
Awesome. Tell us what you love most about what you do.
I love getting to see the reaction people have when they see what I see, when they have those experiences, those aha moments that, wait, did that just work? Yes, it did. And okay, well, tell me more. What else can it do? And so that excitement makes me, it renews my joy for these oils every single time I experience that. And I love helping other people feel empowered, because that makes you feel amazing when you can help others. There's nothing better than giving hope to other people. And so for me, it just fills me up.
I love that. I love essential oils. I have a cupboard full. Well, I have a few cupboards full, full of them.
You gotta have your backups. Everyone needs some backups. You don't want to go low.
Tell us, would you or why would you ever suggest somebody else do what you do?
It just makes you feel so great to know that you can genuinely make a difference. When someone comes and reaches out to me and says, I'm really horrible, I'm getting horrible sleep, I'm coming to my day really worn down, and I can't focus and I can't get anything done. How do you get so much done in your day? And I can explain to them, I'm using these tools to help me. Just like when you want to build something, you grab the right tools, and you can't get it done without the right tools. And so if you want to get these things done, you have to analyze all the different elements. So when I can do that for someone else, it's natural, it's very organic that when you find something you like, a great restaurant, a great store, you see a great movie, it's just the human condition that we want to communicate and share. At least for me, I'm a verbal processor. So I love to talk and I love to share and connect with people. So for me, when I can share that with someone, the hope is that they feel the same, and then each one teach one, so that they want to share with people. You guys, I just had the best night's sleep of my life. All I did was put a couple drops of oil in a diffuser and rub some oil on my feet, and I felt amazing when I woke up. And that's powerful, because as women and as moms and as daughters and wives and all these things, we have so much influence over the people in our lives. And that if we can influence them in a positive way, imagine what our world would look like if everyone was empowering each other and everyone was giving each other just a drop of hope. Imagine what our world would look like. It would be very different.
Yeah, that beautiful ripple effect.
Yeah.
Awesome. Tell us, how do you actually work with people? Just give us an idea.
Sure. So I do weekly periscopes and I archive them on YouTube. So I've got a lot of educational content that I provide just as a community every week. It's an ongoing, kind of platform where people can interact and connect with me. And so when people reach out, either on social media, from YouTube videos, watching them, or on Periscope, and they reach out and said, I saw your post on using essential oils for seasonal threats or for head tension, for better sleep. Can you tell me more about that? I set up a Zoom chat with them, a video chat. because I feel like there's a lot of trust that's developed when you're face to face or eye to eye. And that can be, there can be geographical challenges, time challenges. We're busy, we're working, we've got children to manage in the evenings. So I like to carve out that time where I can really focus on their needs. And so we sit down and kind of analyze all the elements of the wellness pyramid, and we kind of talk to them about, globally where they are to create a baseline in their wellness. And that allows us to see really clearly what are the probably 2 or 3 most emergent things that they really want support with. And then we just tackle those first, because it can be very overwhelming when someone comes and they say, I need help with this, and you tell them 101 things and they need to overhaul their whole life. It's overwhelming and people tend to withdraw. Mm-hmm. And so I really try to keep it very focused and just small, sustainable changes. What 3 things can we focus on for the next month that you can see true results? And once you see results, you want more, because when you start exercising, when you start eating better and drinking more water, and you're mindful of things, you start reading, all these different little small sustainable things that you can do in your life. When you see the results from those, it makes you want to do more. It makes you want to get closer to those goals that you have. And so that is really a way that I found to connect with people, where we can establish trust, even though we're geographically separated, because we have a one-on-one opportunity to have, FaceTime like this.
Awesome. Tell us, who's your niche? Who do you enjoy working with?
I love working with moms. I love working with all kinds of people. I really love working with young teens when they're just really starting to be aware of their habits and maybe their skincare routine or their nutrition. I love working with women mostly because I feel like I can really relate to them, but I certainly work with people of all ages, but I really have been gravitated more lately toward kind of the teenage group, and then moms, because I find that a lot of moms, I've been encouraging them to share their oil journey with their children. Give your children the empowerment at a very young age, because I do that with my 5-year-old. She helps me with crafts. She helps me blend my oils. We talk about oils. I teach her different, what the different plants do and all of that. And so she has, over the last 3 years, just grown up with this lifestyle. And so when others see that, their kids want to, join in and do that. And so I love being able to share this with families, really, but moms and their children, so that as moms, we can be supporting ourselves, but also our children. Sometimes we put ourselves last. And what's really important is to prioritize our own self-care, because we can be better moms, we can be better wives, we can be better friends when our selves are managed and when our tank is full. But if you can do that with your children, you don't have to choose. It's not one or the other. It doesn't mean you practicing self-care means your children lose out. It means, let's do a mud mask together. Let's make Hillary's recipe she showed on her Periscope video. Let's watch Hillary's Periscope video together and learn and see what fun things we can make together over the weekend. So it's really a fun thing to create. And I really love creating a community through the culture that we have in our team, that I can show them you can enjoy this as a family. All of you, there's no reason that your entire family can't enjoy these natural options.
Awesome. Tell us, you're obviously so passionate, and I'm like in my head going, oh, I need to connect and watch your videos, because I have lots of essential oils, but I have so much. So I know I'm gonna get connected. Tell us what success looks like for you. Or how
to me, success is kicking through limiting beliefs and walking across that line to the other side and looking back and realizing you're so powerful and you're so amazing, because we limit ourselves so much, and I don't know why. It's like we're afraid to fail, but failing is not trying. And I talk to people every day about this, that, well, I'm afraid to do that, or I'm too scared. And so for me, I try to lead and teach by example. And I'll give you a perfect example on probably in the summer or fall of 2015, I heard about Periscope, and I started watching other doTERRA leaders on Periscope. And I looked at them in awe, and I thought, wow, they're so poised, and how do they do this, and how do they just sit there and talk and know what to do, or they just know everything? How could I possibly ever get to that point where I seem like I'm that way? And I just was so in awe, and I thought I could never do that. Like, wow, I could just never do that. And then I started really looking and really watching, and they were just speaking from their heart. They were just talking about the business. They were talking about doTERRA. But what they weren't doing is they weren't showing you. They were just talking at you. They were not showing. And there are people of all kinds doing all different things out in the world, but it was a lot of business training. And I thought, I love doing DIYs. I'm doing them. I'm photographing them. I'm sharing them on social media, but I'm not doing video. I would love to do that. And so my New Year's resolution for 2016 was to get on Periscope. And I didn't know how. I didn't know what it was going to evolve into. I didn't really care. I just said, I want to do it. I know I can do it. If they can do it, why not me? Why not me? So I'm critical of myself. I don't like the way I might look or speak or this or that, or maybe I'm goofy and nobody will care. But you know what? I'm going to do it anyway, because who cares? And so and I'm such a competitive person within myself. I always want to push my own self forward. So I actually, instead of waiting until January 1st, I got on Periscope on New Year's Eve, December 31st. My daughter was sleeping. My husband was working. He works nights and weekends and holidays and stuff. So I got on Periscope on December 31st, and I did charcoal brushing. And I showed everyone how to brush with activated charcoal and essential oils. And my mouth was black, and I was spitting into a cup, and it was awesome. And it lit me up, and I was super nervous, and I was terrified, and I was sweating, and I was like shaking in my boots, but I did it anyway. And when I finished, I felt alive, and I felt electric. And I was like, I can't wait to do it again. And so the next day I did it again. And the next day I did it again. And then I got into this pattern, and I just started doing them once a week from then, because it was a lot of prep. It was a lot of time. But it was so fun. And every single week, and that has been 16 months now, every single week except one, because we were traveling, every single week I've gotten on Periscope and done demos and shared, and I've created this community and this culture of people that are not on my team. Everyone's welcome. It is so fun. All of my videos are on YouTube, so if you missed it, or if your kids are in bed and you're not available, or you're out, and it's been so amazing for me to show other people. I'm still scared every Thursday night when I press the button and I go live. I never know what happens. I might forget an ingredient and have to run into the kitchen, but I'm real, and I'm flawed, and I'm me. And hopefully through me showing my authenticity and my passion for oils shows others that you don't have to be perfect, and you don't have to look a certain way. You just speak from your heart and show what you're doing. And by your actions, you can inspire hope in so many other people.
I love that. I think, there's so many that can be inspired by that. It's not about putting on a show. It's not about looking a certain way. It's not about achieving anything. It's just about being real.
Yeah.
And learning to love who you are just the way you are.
Totally.
I love that you do that. Hillary, tell us what has been the most powerful transformation you've undergone in your own life that's really impacted who you are today and your business.
I think probably the experiences that I went through physically, before I got started with my oil journey, I was really low. I was feeling so horrible. And I just, when I found essential oils, it really transformed my life, because I felt like I was in control. I wasn't relying on doctors or medical professionals telling me what was right or what was wrong. I was able to take control of my own wellness and be the guide of my own ship. I could control the way that I slept. I could control the way that I felt. I could control my nutritional habits and my stress level, and managing the toxic environment around me, and kicking chemicals to the curb like we do on Periscope every week. Showing people how simple it is to do that in your own home inspires other people. And that has been a huge transformation for me, because when you teach others, you learn even more about your own self. And by mentoring people and by leading them and teaching them how to share essential oils with others and teaching them how to give hope to others, it has healed me on so many levels. So as I mentioned earlier, it's really all connected. And I can lead by example by saying, I kicked through my limiting beliefs. I read for personal development. I'm cleaning up my diet. I've kicked the chemicals to the curb. I'm trying to be more mindful of the relationships and my communication with others. I'm trying to be supportive of others. And when you focus on helping others, it heals you so much, and you don't even know it's happening. But you blink and you realize, wow, I have people all over the world that have been have been able to bring this hope into their lives every single day by just me sharing what I am doing in my home. And that is so powerful. And you don't have to be rich. You don't have to look like this or that or have this kind of socioeconomic status. Oils are for everyone. They really are. And I love showing people how they can save money and use these tools in a way that is economical for them, that allows us to break down those walls where people feel like, oh, I can't afford that. Oh, I can't do that. It's too scary. It's too, I'm too afraid. I show every single week live with my hands how simple it is, how simple it can be to make these small changes. You can make your own glass cleaner for less than 50 cents, and so people have these limiting beliefs that, oh, I can't afford natural options. I don't have a choice. I have to use bleach. I have to use Bindex. And my platform is, no, you don't. You do have a choice. And I'm going to show you how to make it so affordable that you will save so much money in the long run by making it yourself. And you won't be exposed to those toxic chemicals either.
Awesome. I know there's products on the market. I know where I live, there's a company that does cleaning products that are made from essential oils, and they're excessively expensive. And so teaching people how to make their own is beautiful, right? Because you can save all that. And like you said, living healthy naturally and getting rid of the toxins doesn't have to be expensive. And it's life-changing. It's supporting your health. So thank you for sharing that. Hillary, what project are you excited about sharing with the world right now? Do you have anything going on?
Well, I paired with Dr. Laura Ritchie, and she's a functional nutrition coach and doctor of physical therapy. And we actually launched our 2 Curls on Oil. And it's a podcast where we are trying to break down walls between people feeling like they maybe don't have support, they don't have education in this wellness lifestyle in this community. And so she's on another essential oil team, and so we have crossed that barrier, and we've come together to create an essential oil community and have an ongoing essential oil conversation. So what we do is every month we record a podcast, and we just talk about what we're diffusing and what's happening in our lives, and just sharing how we're using oils to support us. And we do monthly virtual events with our community so that we can have this face-to-face time and connection with them, and we support them. And we offer business mentoring. We offer wellness education support privately, so they can reach out and request private services with Dr. Laura and I. And together, I'm a mom, and Dr. Laura, she has a physical, like a medical background, and she has a lot of knowledge in that way. And so it's really great because between the two of us, we can really support all the needs of our community. And regardless of whether these folks are on our team or not, they can still get the education, they can still get the support that they need to really be empowered. Because without a guide or a leader of some kind, it's very hard. It can be hard. Not everyone feels the way, not everyone has that understanding of how to be resourceful and where to go and what sources are trusted. And so we've created a really safe place where people can come and look to us for support and friendship too.
Awesome. Tell us, what is your business name? How do people find you? And then as well as this project that you're doing with Dr. Laura.
Yeah, you can just find me by name on YouTube or Instagram at Hillary LaMay. And the 2 Curls on Oil podcast, you can find us on Facebook. So there's an official page. It's just 2 Curls on Oil on Facebook. And you can just reach out and connect with us there and follow that. And that's where we'll post the podcast every month. And then you can also always catch the podcast on our individual YouTube channels. So if you just go to YouTube or Periscope and you just type my name in the keyword search, it'll come up right to me.
Awesome. Thank you for sharing that.
Sure.
Now we're going to get to know a little bit more about you.
Yeah.
And so we're going to ask you some questions about your childhood. So share an early fun childhood memory that you have.
I think going to the carnival. I loved going to the carnival and doing that little water squirt gun thing where like it goes up and then, you try to beat everybody else. That was my favorite. I was like so focused. I'm like, I'm going to win. And then, we'd get this cool stuffed animal and I just walk around like feeling so awesome. I had this big stuffed animal. So I love going to the carnival.
Not competitive at all, are you, Hillary?
Not at all.
When I married my husband, their family motto is everything's a competition. So. Oh,
I love your family.
I can relate.
I'm coming to the next family reunion just to add a seat at the table for me.
Oh my gosh, you would have had so much fun. We just had one last year. Tell us, how old were you when you were at the carnival? You're
probably maybe 5 or 6.
Oh, really young. I love it. Yeah. So tell us why you think that memory is so clear, and do you believe that memory has impacted who you are today?
Oh, that like I was saying earlier, I'm so competitive with my own self. For my own New Year's resolution, I had to start it a day early. That tells you that nothing has changed. And I'm still that competitive girl from the carnival that wants to win. And I'm focused on that little circle where the hose is going because I want mine all the way up to the top.
Awesome. I love that. I love that. Hillary, tell me, we're going to ask you a few more questions. They're short answer, but you're welcome to expand on any of them if you feel moved. So, are you married?
Yes.
And do you have children? I think you said.
Yes, she's 5.5. Her name's Olivia.
Nice. Do you believe in God, Hillary?
I do, yes.
Do you have an inner circle of friends? And if so, how many?
Yes, I would say about 5 or 6 really, really close ones.
Mm-hmm. Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. How long is your longest friendship?
About 20 years. You
look 20. So.
Oh, thank you. My anti-aging essential oils are totally working.
It's totally working.
Totally working.
Tell us what a close friend says makes you fun.
Totally my competitive side because, and it's interesting, I'm not really so competitive with others, but with myself. Mm-hmm. So I'm always trying to make me better, which I think is really fun for others to see because they're like, oh, what's Hillary going to do next? What's she going to do this time? Because I'm always trying to do that for my own self. And I love making everything a game and a challenge. Like I love a challenge because I'm very results driven. So if I give myself a challenge, I will nose to the grindstone and I will just hustle my way to that challenge until I see it through. There's nothing more gratifying to me than reaching a goal or completing a project or seeing something through. It is my favorite thing in the world. So my friends would probably say that it's probably really funny watching me just spin around and around and do all those things.
Oh, fun. Hillary, it's been an absolute pleasure. I love that you're giving hope for people to improve their health, have more control over their health, all using beautiful essential oils. Thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you.
As I said at the beginning, the purpose of these interviews is to show the world that there's hope. So if you're looking for hope around your health, make sure you reach out to Hillary.